Okay, so just finished the grocery shopping trip, picking up some new menu items for the diet plan that we're going to start today. Um, the purpose of this plan is to kind of shake things up. We have been on a similar plan for well over a year now, a carb cycling diet. And so what we're going to do to kind of get our systems reset is we're going to do a ketosis diet plan. So these are the common items that you might purchase for such a diet plan. And we'll kind of give an outline of what our diets both look like. Obviously, me being a 300-pound guy and Molly being a smaller female, we're going to have slightly different overall calorie requirements, but our menu items are going to be essentially the same, just in different quantities. So I'll show you real quick some of the items that we bought today. You might have different choices, and we'll give you some alternative options as well. So the first item here, kind of the staple for anybody who's on any type of diet plan, would be eggs. This is only a small portion of the actual eggs that we purchased. And one nice thing about eggs is they are basically a superfood. And so we'll have a different video talking about all the virtues of eggs. Along with the, kind of going along that same vein, eggs, our dairy products here. I have a couple different cheese options. So we have blue cheese as well as Parmesan cheese. And then we have just a standard cream cheese. This cream cheese is not flavored or anything. It's just an original cream cheese. The reason for this, the variety of cheeses, is they all have good fats in them. They have a good protein source, and there's different flavor profiles here. So your blue cheese is obviously stronger. You're not going to need quite as much of it. Parmesan's a little bit milder of a cheese, so it gives you some flexibility. And then the nice thing about the cream cheese is it's really easy to portion. So I can use this to control the portions that I'm using in different items, and it's also a very mild cheese, so it's not going to have a dramatic flavor effect. The other item here, you'll notice we don't have any milk out on the table. We are going to use a nut-based milk. There's lots of different options there. I happen to like the almond milk. Primarily the purpose of this is going to be to make our shakes, which we're not going to do a lot of protein shakes, but periodically it's going to be necessary. So we're going to use the almond milk to mix with the shake. We'll also probably use it in our coffee a little bit. Unfortunately, we're still addicted to the creamers, so this is going to be a solution that I'll show you if you're a big creamer drinker. Switching over here to the meat side of the world, for this particular week, we're not looking for low-fat meat. So normally on a diet, you're looking at chickens and turkeys, things that are leaner. In this case, what we're looking for would be higher fat meats. So ground chuck, 80-20. This is salmon here. So we have skin-on salmon. This is going to be a fantastic source of a lot of different things. So we'll talk about that in some of our recipes. And then this one is a bacon. I do get the fresh bacon, and I like the smoked bacon. So you do need to be careful here. You do not want a bacon that has sugar added to it. So you do need to check and see what the options are there. On the vegetable side of the world, green is good. That's going to be our rule. So if it's green, chances are you're good to go. Here I have spinach. I have kale. If you haven't had kale before, it is a stronger flavor, and we're going to use it in a certain way. We also have avocados. Avocados are a fantastic source of fats. They're calorie dense. They're really good for you. So we're going to eat a lot of avocados on this diet. And we also have both pickles and just regular cucumbers. So we are going to do some salads and stuff. So this is going to give us a little bit of variety. Now you'll notice some things that are missing would be like carrots, tomatoes, things like that. Not that they're bad for you, but they are a little bit more sugar dense, and so they are going to have a bigger impact on your carbohydrates. And with the ketosis diet, you are really limiting the carbohydrates. The other items that we have here, plain mayo. This is a simple mayo, and this one carb free. So we're going to use that with our eggs and a few other items. Also full fat dressing. So in this case we have Caesar. You have to look through. There's a lot of different options. You can do ranch, things like that. Something that's going to give you some flavor and also has some fat in it. So that's going to be a nice thing to kind of give you some flavor. We're going to do some salads with the salmon. And then we also just have basic sea salt. I'm going to talk in a further video about things that you can't use. Some of the seasonings will have some carbohydrates in them, and so you're going to want to try to really avoid those. So these are the basics of our menu for the week. We're going to have a lot more variety than it would appear from looking at this. And this really wasn't all that expensive for the two of us. You know, just under $100 for a week's worth of food here. So we'll go through again a detailed diet plan, and also break down a few of the actual menu items so you can see what we're doing with it.